So today we want to use TDI to identify our peak formation trades, right? And we want to see how TDI gives us meaningful information about our peak formations and how we can actually use it to peak formation trades, right? So you both agree with me that this if we have a cycle, right? These are our peak formations, right? This is a peak formation low and peak formation high, right? But also at the same time have a reset, right? This is also a peak formation.
Yeah.
So we can use TDI to identify all these particular points, right, in the market. How? First, you need to know your cycle. Where is the market, right? So market has done one level, two level, the third level. What are you expecting next?
A peak low.
A peak low. So definitely it must confluence with all your other knowledge, right? So you are not just going to do it isolatedly.
Okay.
If you do it isolatedly, you will only see those kind of information on charts. You have to do it you have to consider those points, those critical points in the market, and then go check your other confluences, such as TDI, to see if the information is accurate with what TDI is saying.
Yeah.
All right. And at times, if market is actually, you are expecting a peak formation low, TDI will still tell you that, okay, this market you are expecting a peak formation low on, is not yet actually ready for a peak formation low. It's exactly happened on CHFPS was it last week or last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We knew we were expecting a peak formation low, right? But TDI was not saying anything about the peak formation low. It kept saying, because TDI was not saying anything about it. So it gave us a sense that, okay, this market is not yet ready to reverse. Just let it until it gives us something very meaningful. All right. So let us get started. Now, what are the conditions you need, right, to pick a peak formation trade with TDI? Number one thing we need is this. Let me try and type. Okay, so the first thing we need is we need the TDI. We need TDI to be at let me do it like this. We need TDI to have at least a shark fin, right? Shark fin on H4. I will explain what the shark fin is again, right? So we need our TDI to identify a peak formation low or high on H1. We need our TDI to have a what? At least to show us at least a shark fin on H4. And it always happen on the first leg. Agreed? Right? So I know you understand what shark fin is. So let me quickly explain what shark fin is. Right? We have our Bollinger Bands. Hold on. Right? It's just the concept of shark. I think we once spoke about this, right? Our Bollinger Band. It's just the concept of shark. Now, we watch documentaries, right? And we know how shark swim, right? Anytime shark swims in the river, on the surface, we only see their fin out. So let's assume we have a shark in this river, which is our Bollinger Band, right? So a shark, we have its fin coming out, right? So now, anytime we have our price line coming out of the Bollinger Band on a peak formation low at the first leg, we know that, okay, there is high probability this market reverses. All right. There is high probability this market what?
Reverses.
Yes. Now, number 2 point I consider, right? Number 2 point is at this particular stage, right? At this particular stage, market, the TDI is most likely, let me not put always, most likely at the extreme levels. I agree. So at this particular point, TDI is most likely at the extreme levels. That means at times it might not be at the extreme levels, right? And it's
Yeah.
we still give shark fin and still reverse. But most likely, right? Because most of the time when you are on P formation high or low, market has overbought or oversold, right? So most likely TDI is always at the extreme levels. Now, the third thing I always put into consideration is this, right? At least we should have an MBL bounce. You know this, right?
The market baseline bounce.
Okay?
Market baseline bounce.
Yeah, market baseline bounce. And this happens at the second leg. This happens at the second leg. Again, this is like one of the requirements. We at least have market baseline bounce. At times, we don't have market baseline bounce. But if we have it, it gives us concrete evidence that this market is about to reverse on the second leg. Now, the first leg is we always identify the first leg mostly with shark fin and always at extreme levels. Now, the second leg, we identify the second leg mostly with what? MBL bounce. Now, the third reason is this, right? The third reason, another reason is this. Our
Sir,
yeah?
does this is it also inclusive of when a market wants to buy back for a reset?
Yeah. It's still a peak formation low or peak formation high before market buybacks were reset.
But sometimes it doesn't get to the lowest level.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
I said at least I said okay, yeah, I said something like at this, okay, sorry, at this particular stage, right? TDI is most likely, not always, most likely at the extreme levels. We are going
Okay.
to take example of reset, right? Now, P formation low to a reset. On P formation low, it should give you extreme levels. Now, if you see the characteristics of a reset very well, a buyback or a sell back for a reset, you
Yeah.
notice that market movement on that particular side is always very fast.
Yeah, very fast. Yeah.
Very fast. And most likely there are no consolidation in between that movement.
No.
Most likely. So this always push TDI to the extreme. That kind of movement always push TDI to the extreme, right? And that's why most likely reset also gives the formation of the peak formations on TDI because reset is N, reset is W. We are going to check examples, right? So the fourth one is your entry is normally towards 50 mid-level on the second leg. Your entry is normally towards 50 what?
Mid-level.
But that does not mean that your entries can be at extreme levels also. So at times, entries can be at the extreme levels as well. Have you written this down?
Yeah. I'll take a picture of it.
All right, okay. So these are most likely our conditions, right, to pick trades to identify our peak formations with TDI and also to pick trades with TDI. I've explained what shark fin is always like. If we are to have a shark fin on the downside, that means you are just going to invert this shark, and then we'll be having a fin, our price line, which is the green line, coming outside the blue Bollinger Band. So let us look at some critical example. Don't claim that, young man.
I don't understand the dramas going on these XXS USD pairs.
Time. That's just what I can advise for now. Give it time.
Like, it's just doing anyhow.
Is actually.
Like, for instance, now AUD normally, according to level counting, supposed to be buying for a reset on H4.
Let's finish class. We'll go through those ones. So,
Yeah, no problem.
okay. So now let us check.
Oh.
Yeah, but one thing you should understand is that there's always explanation for everything that happens in the market. Hope you know.
I hope so, because what happened on Friday was on Thursday. Was it Thursday?
There's always explanation for it. Always. I can assure you of that. So we'll check it's true, right? So let us look at okay, let's move. Let's just look for a good peak formation, and then we use that as example. Good. So here is our peak formation, right? Let me look at the one because it's a bigger peak formation. Okay, let's start with H1, right? Let's look for peak formation on H1, then we can then go to other good. So let us consider this. This is a peak formation low on H1. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
We accept.
Yes, sir.
Now, what does this look like? What pattern is this?
This is the half a Batman.
Half a Batman. So now, where's our first leg? We have our first leg right here, right?
Yes.
Entry point is right there.
Yes.
Consolidation region, the market started pulling up. So let us look at what happened. What are we likely going to see on the first leg? Remember, we said first leg must actually have what?
Shark fin.
Yeah, must have shark fin either on H4, right? Or if you don't see it on H4, you will likely see it on H1, but most likely it's on H4. So let us draw a line around here. Let me increase the thickness of this line. Okay. All right. So this is our first leg, right? So let us go and take 4 hours and see if, can you see it on 4 hours? Is TDI at the extreme levels? Let's check. Does it give us a shark fin? Yeah, it did give us a shark. So we've confirmed that, okay, good, this looks like what? Peak formation, what? Trade. For us. So we go back to H1, right? Did it give us a shark fin on H1 as well? Delete that stuff. Did it give us a shark fin on H1?
Just a very small one, not obvious, but
not obvious, but it gave us something small. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm trying to I'm trying to delete this stuff, and then the text is deleting. So it gave us something quite great. All right. Now look at what happened right here. At what level? Extreme level, 30. Can you see?
Yeah.
We have our TDI around 30 MA, Bollinger Band looking around 30 MA, right? Now, what happened afterward? We remember we said TDI probably to have at least a shark fin, which we've confirmed on H4. We both have a shark fin on H4 and also on H1. And then we said at this particular point, TDI at this particular stage, TDI should be, it's most likely at what the extreme levels, right? Now, extreme level is what? 30. Right, 30 to 20, right? Currently, we are at the extreme level. price line is at the extreme of Bollinger Band, which is absolutely good. TDI gave us a shark fin, which is absolutely good. Now, what happened with this market? Let me show you what happened with this market, right?
So our extreme level could be is between 20 to 30, right?
Yeah, extreme level is most likely between 20 to 30. But
But if we use the line now, yeah, I think this should be like 30, what, 31 or so.
also, yeah.
Okay.
But you should understand that this TDI is dynamic. It's not static like the one we have on our phone.
Phone, yeah.
It's automatically determines the extreme levels for us and give us the number of the extreme levels, right? Now look at this. What happened after the first leg? All right, look at what happened. Market pulled up, right? And market did what? MBL bounce. Market did what? Second leg. So it is in between here, all right, that your trade is on lower time frame. This MBA bounce. Can you see the MBA bounce?
Yeah, I can see. Came on the yellow line and then moved.
Right now, let us look at the condition for entry. Your entry is normally towards mid 50. Look at your MBO line right now. Where is it towards?
Mid 50s.
Can you see? Where your MBO happened, where is it towards?
Towards mid 50.
The condition says towards mid 50. The condition says we have MBO bounce.
Yes.
Are we good?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, we are still good.
Okay, let us look for more. Right. I don't want to delete some important stuff, so I'll just leave this alone and then drag this down. Now let us look for more peak formation. Good. This is another peak formation. I don't know what is happening right here, right now, but then I can see that this peak formation has happened. Oh, we have two beautiful peak for. In fact, I don't go. Yeah, we have beautiful peak formations there. Okay, let's start with this. This is our peak formation. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm to propose this on TDI, it should look like this. Divergence. Let us see what happens on TDI. Well, let us see what happens on TDI. That's just my proposition. Now, let us first draw our line, right? And this is our what? First leg peak formation low. Right. Now, if you count your levels, you will agree with me that this is our peak formation low, of course.
Yes.
Let us drag this out. And we know we said we go check it out on H4 first. Let me delete this. This is just the one we concluded on. Which one? Let me go back to which one. Just like I like them. Okay, so H4, let's check our H4. So I zoom out and then I move my chart forward and then I zoom out again so you can see well. Did we have a chart fin?
Yes.
What levels?
Around the peak.
Below 30 levels.
Below 30 levels, yeah.
But then let's leave it out of H4. Let's come to H1. All right, where are you on H1? What do we have? Our line back on H1. Good. So look at what we have on H1. Good. I think this is another. Now, did you see that on H1 we didn't have it at the extreme levels?
Yes, sir.
H4 gave us extreme level, and read what we have here. TDI must have a shark fin at least H4 words, and on H4, at least on H4, we must have a shark fin on H4, right? It always happens on the extreme levels, first leg. Now, fortunately, we didn't have our TDI at the extreme level.
H1.
H1, we didn't have a shark fin on H1, but then this market is still around the extreme levels. Look at your levels, 30 something, right, at this particular point. Now, what happened this market, this is other example you should be looking at. You've already counted your level. You are sure that okay, market is reversing. It gave you a false leg like this. Now, remember the second condition right here. At times, entry can be at the what extreme levels as well.
Okay.
Now look at what happened. Market gave us a false leg here. It was
Yeah.
like move up, came back down, where extreme level. If I mark this point out on M15, I should be seeing a W. Let's go and check it out on M15. Although it's going to be a very long search, but let's try and check it out on M15. So let's check M15, and if we can see it on M15, it's going to be a long search, but I think it's going to be. That's the problem with lower time frame. Barely see them alive. They are extremely important in picking your trades. Okay, I don't know where it is. Should we keep searching or we should move on?
Can look for a closer one.
I'm expecting a sell on NZD's CHL. I'm still watching it. Yeah, okay. I've seen it. Did you see it too?
It's still parabolating, Jerry. It's still it's still moving up and down because I'm comparing with other CHF peers.
Okay. I'm expecting it to buy back to that initial high. Can you see your W?
Yeah. Yes, W.
So my entry would have been here.
Is that our W or this one before?
No, this is our W here.
What about this one? Yeah.
No, it does not look like W. Nothing exceptional on TDI. So you just have to be careful. Everything you do, you just have to confluence it with TDI. All right. Let me show you well.
So okay, so how did you confluence that one with it there? That's what I'm trying to look now. Because if I saw that, I would have been like, okay, this is my W.
Okay, let me show you. Number one, market didn't close above 13 EMA. You see,
Okay.
market was just at the tip of 13 EMA. Let me see if I can zoom out. Can you see? So I would rather wait and see something clearer and look at this. Close a little bit below. Look at what happened here, right? Extreme first, then push down. This push down, gone towards the MBL is my desired point. Then I would have actually have picked my entry just above here, and you are good to go, right? And if you are using early entry, you could have actually picked it in line with this particular line and leave a little bit
But
of content.
but going back to that one, the first one, the first leg, first W, we didn't have a significant close above 13 MR too.
Okay,
The
going back to the
Nadir,
first,
yeah, the Nadir,
this one,
yeah.
this W, I wouldn't have picked an entry here now. I
Okay.
wouldn't have picked entry on the first leg. You don't pick entry on the
Uh-huh.
first leg.
First leg,
You
okay,
pick entry on the second leg.
good.
And this is a view of H1.
Which one? I can see that.
You pick entry on the second leg. Now, the reason why you pick entry on the first leg of the second leg is when you have it on, let's say, H4. This is H4 time frame, peak formation I. You know, on H1, you'll be having something like this.
Yeah.
So I can pick my entry here or here on M15. But if you're having it on 1 hour as a W, don't even try pick entry from here. It's very risky.
Yeah.
Very, very risky. If you're having just H1 peak formation, don't pick entry on the first leg, always the second leg. Because they can actually continue the movement down.
Movement down.
Right.
Okay. I think I've made that mistake before.
Don't
I made that mistake.
don't pick entries H1 pick formation. Don't try to pick entry on first leg. Always go for your second leg. And in most cases, they are always going to come back to test the low of that first leg. So let us look for more examples. Then we can. I hope you understand TDI quite well now.
Better.
Okay, so let us look for more examples. So I think I saw one information. So let us look at scenario like this. Although this scenario is actually a bigger time frame peak formation. Okay, let us even go and check. How do I pick my bigger time frame peak formation? Right now, if you are to check this one very well, let's check this one that happened last. If you are to check this one very well, what time frame peak formation is this? Peak reset is this. Obviously, this is a peak reset.
Well, okay, that's H4. That would be like
One peak reset.
Like D1. Yeah.
Okay, so let us see what happened. Look at what the market did. Now I can clear on this thing, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Second leg at extreme. Let's see. First leg, second leg, peak reset. First leg, second leg, extreme. Now, in fact, this one is not even at extreme safe. It's almost at extreme, in between extreme and mid 50. But you should understand something. What happened on TDI? It also gave you a W before it starts moving. It is always going to give you something clear.
Either a shark fin, either a shark fin, either a W.
Yeah, either a shark fin, either a W.
Bounce of
MPL. Almost likely at the extreme. But if it does not happen at the extreme, you are still good. One leg might be at the extreme, the other leg might be towards the mid 50. So if you notice this one is exactly at the extreme, the other is moving towards mid 50. Let us check more bigger time frame, because at times, we work with bigger time frames a lot. And let us check how their peak formation works, especially H4. We work with H4 a lot. There's this particular cycle on the initial cycle for gold sell before gold started buying. I think it was okay. It moved from here. It was this particular one. We had a lot of peak resets here. Let us go and consider some peak resets. All right. I want to show you. You were asking a question on peak resets. So let's see if this was a peak reset on H1. And if this was a peak reset on H1. So let's go and check it out and check it out well. Look at this peak formation right here. This is a peak low on D1. Did you know?
Yeah, yes, I can see it.
At this movement right here, before it started extreme. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
All in line. So even if you do your line here and you pick your entry here, I know someone that actually picked this particular trade, pick his entry here, market moved up, gave it a lot of pips, the market dropped down back, it didn't delete, kept his entry, the market pulled up. I know people that keep long time, in fact, keep longer entry than I do. My students, some of them keep long time, like mad long time trade. Like, in fact, I still have someone that is keeping this one right now.
Yeah.
He has made over 1,000 pips on this particular.
How does he know that it's not going to reverse?
Because even if it reverses, we know that it is a peak reset on D1. It's going to complete a cycle on H4.
H4.
So what we were expecting, the sell we were expecting was a very short sell.
Yeah, for a pullback.
For a pullback, right? Then we continue the buy. But this, like I told you, there is always an explanation. Now look at H4. Has it done one level on H4?
It hasn't though.
It has. Look at it very well. It has done one level.
Yeah, but okay. But it didn't touch the 50 MA.
It does not necessarily need to touch 50 MA. I think it's over and over again. It does not necessarily need to touch 50 MA. But
I just think, My mind is always programmed like, okay, Odishe, one level near. Once you touch that 50 MI is what I used to use as like
On a
baseline
level, on a particular level, we can have as much 50 MA as possible.
as possible.
Stop considering if market didn't touch 50 MA. Look at this one here. Look at this. One, two. Did it touch the second one touch 50 MA? Of course not.
No.
Then it gave us three. Then pull back towards a reset.
Okay.
It does
Mm.
not necessarily touch 50 MA before you consider it a level. Please understand that. But I'm telling you, this market has given us the first level. And the next time we are this particular point, we are expecting the second level right here or very soon. And that will be a peak formation high on H1. Remember what I told you? There are times our H1 that what we have, level 1, level 2, level 3, it must have one level 3 cycle. It's theoretical.
Theoretical, yeah.
Theoretical. You just have to follow the mind of the market, right?
Mm.
You have to follow the imprint of the market. This market is telling us right now that I'm currently on H4 level 2. I've done my H1 level 1 without doing a reset. It's really, really a very big way of some pointing all of us out. People were putting up sells here. It stop-pointed all of us that put us sell. I was actually expecting sell around here. Stop-pointed me. Again, I entered at this top again, stop-pointed me. I then left the market. I knew some people that were putting us sell at this particular
Yeah.
resistance. Is it resistance? Yeah. And then, stop-pointed all of us, cut all the money. It wants to cash, then it will do its pullback and then continue on. It's still going to do a complete cycle on H4. That one is for sure. Maybe if you go check XSSUSD on higher time frame, maybe they are just consolidating, they are not moving. Have you checked? A good number
Oh,
of
shit. But yeah, I checked them. They are not. There's no significant movement on XSS USD.
they are just consolidating, they are moving on lower time frame, but they are just consolidating on higher time frame.
Higher time frame, yeah.
Look at this particular one here,
EU.
EU. See, it has been consolidating for a while on higher time frame. EU, let's check GU. Look at this. Can you see?
I even wanted to ask you that, like as GU changes trend, like it's now, it's like it looks like in an uptrend now for
Uptrend,
GU.
right? Yeah, I'm also
Yes,
even EU looks like uptrend, but the
EU
truth is
too.
that
Yeah,
I
even
can
EU.
I cannot determine yet because after that crash, that bank crash,
Yeah,
we a lot of people the expectation is that market is actually going to XSS USD are going to buy because dollar is going to drop.
hmm.
So of course they will always have a justification for it in the market. And look at the areas where that news happens in the market. An area that is definitely going to confuse us is going to buy or sell.
Yeah,
So the projection is that I've been hearing from a lot of experts, people that trade technicals, some of my friends that take technicals and
yeah,
understand fundamentals. They said
yeah.
dollar is going to drop because of that, that a lot of money was lost in that news. And dollar is going to drop. So I'm actually what I will be expecting this week is to see the effect of FOMC. It's going to happen on Wednesday, thereabout. And we'll see what will happen in the market.
Because right now, like on GU itself, I'm looking like, is it like GU want to do pullback to the 50 now? What exactly is it trying to do?
Uh,
Because if you look
okay.
at it, because like if you look at it now, it's like, yeah, it's like you can see where you can, like on that particular, it looks like right now on H4, if you can expand it a little bit, it looks like this is a this is a it looks like he's sitting on this 50 and hasn't, yeah, and he didn't break this, like he didn't break this level even the last one he did last week.
Okay, let me expand it.
Mm. But AU is saying, AU is showing as if he's buying for a reset to 800. Yeah, this 50 MIA.
This one,
Yes.
after it hit the 50, it was buying.
Yeah, it was buying. Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying. It's as if it like it's looking as if he's now on a buy side now, as if he did a pullback to the 50 and it's going up.
But what if I show you what I'm saying? There is still one level consolidation region.
Exactly. That's what I'm
We,
saying. Like
we
I don't
just have to
understand.
be very careful, but like seriously, if we
That's
are
what I'm saying.
short-term traders, we
Hmm.
have short-term traders will always see
Hmm.
opportunities on lower time frames to enter.
Yeah.
But long-term traders, this
You
is
have to be
that's
patient. Hmm.
why we need to be very careful in the market,
Yeah.
right? Especially since that news happened.
Hmm.
Right.
So if you check AUD USD,
EDUSD is a buy, but it's not yet buying.
let's just it easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, so it has completed its own level
Hmm.
already, right? And now on H4, normally we should be expecting a peak reset,
Okay.
right? On H4, which means it's going to give us a full circle on H1,
Yeah.
right?
You are correct.
Which means on H1 we should have a full circle. Yeah. So now, so I don't understand. Maybe GU also want to move in this direction and then follow AU to buy. I'm just watching. It's not like I'm taking any trades, but
Yeah,
like
I
I'm just
understand.
watching. I'm just watching the movement. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. The truth is that our projection on GU, AU, right, is a buy.
Yeah.
And if you have actually picked it from here, you are going to be in profit presently.
Already. Yeah. I did not pick it though because I did not even. I wasn't sure.
Very sure. Me too, I didn't pick it, honestly. I dropped the projection set on Twitter, right? And I didn't pick it because I wasn't sure because of other exercises,
So,
especially that gold.
yeah, I wasn't sure at
I
all.
wasn't sure. So this is what we do. In periods we are not sure of the market. We wait.
Yeah.
Don't I don't try to beat my head, try to explain.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wait. I wait until in fact, most of the time, if I don't see something clear on SSSUS, I don't trade them. I will just rather gently go to
Yep,
Europe
yes.
and say, okay, what is this nigga doing? I go to presently, I'm expecting a buy or a sell on GA, right? I'm expecting this guy to come up here. This is 1 hour time frame. Okay, it has done a reset, so probably going up. But I'm expecting a buy. Let me check the 4 hours first. So
GA.
GA.
Oh, that GA. I'm
So
just
I'm expecting a buy soon, right? On GA, a buy soon on GA. But then currently TDI is not giving me any significant stuff. So I'm
so
all I
is it because of the pullback to the 50? That's why.
no. Look, if we count our levels, this is our peak formation region, right?
Yes.
One,
Mm-hmm.
right? Probably this is my level two, and it has done the reset H1, so it's going to give me a complete cycle on H1. Then I'll be expecting a sell very soon.
Sell down. Okay, sell down. Yeah, correct. I thought you were saying buy on H4.
No, it's still a buy on H4 for now.
But it's too late to enter to take that risk
No,
now,
no,
Abi.
let's take that. We could have taken the risks from
Yeah. Uh-huh.
H1. No, if it's a daily trade, we can still look for opportunities. But presently, this should have.
Yes, that should be your entry. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So the same thing is happening on EA. All this stuff. I just look for other peers with clearer stuff, and I try to pick my trade from there. Right. And when I come back and look at opportunities on SSSUSD, then I pick if they are ready. But one thing I am trying to perfect is to wait when the market is not clear. Just let's stay out of it. Like we just have to stay out of it. The reason being is that it is our money.
Yes, and you need to preserve your capital.
We need to preserve that capital
Ah,
because if we don't, these people are going to take it away from us. And
mm,
Owo is still at stake.
ah,
If we do see, I just understand some things about market that uh, you blame yourself when you know you should have done the right thing.
yeah,
So if we didn't wait for the right setup, we would blame ourselves if we lose money, and that's our psychology.
yes, sir.
Look at this peak reset. Look at this very beautiful formation on TDI. Extreme bounce of PPC.
Hmm. And I was tracking that pair, but
at times we track and then we lose sense of it.
yeah, exactly.
At times
Like
we track and we just miss our position. That's why at a particular point in time we need a team, right, around this thing. Okay, this is what I'm expecting, this is what I'm saying, especially people that can see the way you see. This is what I'm expecting, this is what I'm saying, not noises. Just drop your analysis H1 to H4
but
to
to be honest, what I enjoy most about this TDI is that MBL bounce. I think that is the best one if someone can see it.
honestly.
Because I saw it on AUD NZD, sir, this morning on H1, and I actually took that trade. If you check on H1 AUD NZD, though I
Seriously, I took this trade. I left the trade actually.
AUD NZD. No, I didn't even check it from GU perspective. I took it from AU.
I knew it has not completed. If you check H4, you will know this guy didn't complete the cycle and then supported people down. I actually took
On AU.
on NZ, GPP NZD. Maybe you said I should look at GPP NZD.
No, AUD NZD.
NZD. Let's check AUD NZD.
Yeah, it's to your right, beside AUD CHF.
So, and I close it when I noticed some consolidation on 15 minutes. That could have been
AUD NZD.
30 pips, yes. I took it on Friday evening, then I closed it, I think, around there when I noticed some conservation. This guy, see, yeah, it has broken this region. This guy might move a lot. But then let's AUDNZD. If you've seen it, please let me know.
Yeah, to your right. Yes.
Okay.
H1. So if it's like this H4, I feel like it has done a complete this H4.
Yeah, I think it's a complete cycle on H4.
So then I went to H1, so H1. So you can see for my TDI, it did this thing, that MBL bounce,
Yeah, Abby?
right? Yeah, yeah. To the right, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's a peak formation trade. It looks very, very much alive like a peak formation trade. Look at this. Oh, God. God.
I chickened out of it at first when I saw that it was acting funny there. And now I entered again like um,
See, at the line, we could have picked a very good entry here.
yeah. Yes, now. I actually draw this line, but one thing with me is I'm always scared to take trade at times. Like I think what I'll be doing now is that whenever I mark chart, I'll be sending it to you to confirm and then
That would
I
be
will
great.
write.
That would be very, very great.
Because AUD card as well. I think AUD card is selling at the moment. Maybe I should be sending them to you yourself instead of just waiting for AUD card beside AUD NZD.
Are you expecting a sell? Because me, I'm expecting a buy.
So so this particular one too, I'm confused because on the D1 it's showing as if
Set.
yes, it's showing as if it's a reset on D1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when I went down to H4 to count my level, it looked as if I have a full level down. A
Yeah,
full,
it's a complete cycle on H4.
yeah, complete circle on H4. Yeah. So looking like this 8 on 200 MA might be a peak reset. I don't know.
No, it
Don't know.
shouldn't be. It's why
Okay.
you have a reset on T1. If it breaks through this thing, it's going to buy.
Going to buy. Okay, so we just have to just wait, right?
You could have picked your entry since Friday, actually.
Well, because I wasn't sure if it was I was just
What you are going to be waiting for on H4 is
mm,
currently if it's going to pull back to the 50 year,
mm,
if it's going to reject it right here. So today, if it gives me a W around there of 15 minutes, I'm going to pick it back.
okay.
Why? It has given us a peak formation low. Right. This is a clear peak formation low. Right. Now, it did clear cycle, very clear one.
Very clear cycle here.
2, 3. Now on D1 gave us a reset. Let's check D1 TDI. Okay.
That's the issue with TDI.
there's high probability this guy comes back down.
That's the issue with TDI.
Right. TDI is not yet doing that bounce.
Yeah.
So there's high probability this guy comes down. But in fact, there's high probability that today's bear market, today's sell closes as a sell, right? Then that bounce, when we have that bounce, when this price line is touching our market baseline, we'll be seeing our entry on flat time frame. So let us still wait. I think it's still a good market to wait for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very good market to wait for actually.
But if you look at it on H4, yeah.
Hmm?
Okay, H4 then went down. So this bounce, H4 gave us a bounce already for
So
W for W.
it's D1 trade right now, not just H4 again.
Okay.
It's
So if
D1.
it's a D1 trade,
Let me try and
which
represent what we are expecting on D1. We are expecting this on D1.
okay.
Most likely, even if D1 is not going to do perfect MBA bands, it is still going to pull back to the INBL, right? It might not sell to this particular low.
Okay.
INBL. It might sell down a little, then move up. Because literally it has given us the W we need.
Okay.
It hasn't done that MBL bounce. So what it's doing right now is to pull back, right? Close as bear, which we push that market, that price line back to MBO, then rises up back, right? Now, when we're having that on H4, it's still consolidation level on H4.
Mm.
The moment it bounces off MBO, it is going to give you that entry on M15. Trust me. That W will be there on M15. Only there every time. So it is our responsibility to always watch out. Now, to watch out for the possible region where we are going to have that W on M.
W and M.
But I knew right from Thursday, this market was a buy market. Right from Thursday. Like if you notice that I've marked the level 7 down. So
Yes.
it's a buy market. It's a very good buy market. And
So yes, is it safe to say?
Huh?
No, go ahead, sir.
I confluence this thing with SZD card. It's also going up. How do I know? You just need to, because
That is
this
buying.
card is moving almost the same direction.
Mm.
They're moving almost, can you see, stay buy market. So which means this is a peak low right here. So we are probably at our level 1 region right here, still buy. If both of them are facing the same direction, I'm okay.
Okay.
They move almost in the same direction. In fact, they've been consolidating, probably moving in different direction, but go and check their charts, time pass, they move almost in the same direction. One way.
Because if you look at the NZD card is saying is like a pullback to the 50 on H1.
Yeah, this presently is a pullback to the 50 on H1. Right.
Mm. Yeah.
So you wanted to say something earlier?
Yeah. How was it safe? I lost my sense of that just now. Hey, I was going to say that is it safe to say, so when you sell down to the 800 EMA,